A very good evening to all my viewers today. It's a real pleasure for me today to introduce a very good friend. Uh, as you know, ACE, Achieve Creative Excellence, that's my training and development programs that I conduct for people. And the objective behind that is to help people achieve creative excellence in whatever field they are, to be able to identify their inner resources. I help people through my training programs to upgrade their skills, knowledge, and attitude and achieve excellence in whatever field they are. And through this endeavor, I have on my platform, I bring people who are already doing that. They are achieving creative excellence in their field. And today I am introducing one of my good friends. But before I go ahead, I would like to ask all of you, if you like my interviews and programs, please like and subscribe to my channel because I'll be bringing many more achievers like the one today, Mr. Anand Kumar, a very good friend of mine. We have known each other on a long journey of learning and development. He has been a friend who has been in the Toastmasters with me through our development in public speaking. And he's been a trainer and coach. He's got 23 years of corporate experience under his belt, and he is consistently helping people do whatever I am doing right now, enhance their skills through his training and coaching program. So I would like to welcome Anand today here. Welcome, Anand. It's a real pleasure to have you here. And it would be really great to know more about what you are doing, your journey, and what is that achievement that you have achieved through this many years into training and development. So thank you for being here on this
Thank you.
platform and giving me an opportunity to be with you and share your experiences. So Anand, please tell us, what has your journey been like in the training and development industry? How did you start off, and more about what you are doing right now?
First of all, thank you very much, Rizwan, for having me here. It's great pleasure, and it's really a long time we have talked to each other. So again, coming together, talking together, and sharing together is a great experience. So thank you so much for having me here. Well, training and development is a rewarding journey, right? I mean, I started part-time in terms of in addition to my work, I started doing 1 hour, 2 hour programs in various forums for organizations, for NGOs, etc. Sometime in 2014-15. And from 2016 onwards, I started one company, Master Key Academy. And then I started doing a lot more of what you used to do. So my objective of getting into training and development is because I have been immensely helped by somebody else training, because I believe that is the psychology which drives people. We want to have happiness at the end of the day, and we think that when we succeed in life, that's what going to give me happiness. So ideally we want success and happiness both. And I have been struggling in my life since a long time. Even from my childhood, there have been some experiences which have affected me, which created some patterns which affected my growth, my personal journey. And then I had been looking for something which will help me do well in my life. Most importantly, it will make me happy, it will make me at peace with myself. And in that pursuit, I tried to do a lot of research, read a lot of books, and there has been quite enriching experience from those which have helped me transform my own life. And because of that, I thought, why not to spread this knowledge? Why not to share this with people? Because I believe that there are many successful people who are not so happy as well, right? And that's why many are committing suicide. So there is something missing, right? So that's what I thought, why not to share this piece of information with everybody, that man, whether you succeed or not, but you can choose to be happy right now. And when you choose to be happy, things are going to manifest, which will going to bring you a lot more happiness. So that's my kind of motivation to share this knowledge with the world.
Great. So, as you rightly said, Anand, uh, different people have different definitions of success. Some people think money is success, but it may not be the same for everyone. So everyone has a different definition of success, and everyone is in a pursuit to achieve success in whatever they want to. So I'm sure you also have been through the NLP process. I being an NLP practitioner and trainer, and we also have been in the public speaking arena through the Toastmasters. What is your view of these two skill sets? How do they really help individuals in their life?
Right. So, Rizwan, I think there are two master lessons of life. Master lesson number one is science of achievement, which tells you that there is a recipe for success. If you want to achieve any worthy goal, there is a science behind it. It's just like two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of water put under certain terms and certain temperature and pressure conditions. They will always make H2O, water. So likewise, the success, if you follow certain principles, you are going to achieve your success. So from my point of view, the definition of success is kind of is a progressive realization of a worthy goal, which Earl Nightingale has said, and that makes a lot of sense. So you want to achieve something, some goal in your life, which will help you get pride in yourself, which will help you contribute to somebody else's life. And when you do that, that gives you a lot of happiness, a feeling of success, right? So it's all about progressive realization of a worthy goal. But at the same time, success is never the destination, it's always a journey. I mean, if you look at our own life, I mean, if I look at my own life, earlier the success for me was getting good grades in 10th exam, then 12th exam, then getting into engineering college, then getting a job. So it has always been moving forward, and that's what success is all about. So I think we don't have to be complacent in life. We have to keep setting goals which will help us unleash our own potential, and that's what will give a sense of success and at the same time happiness. So that's the master lesson number one, that is science of achievement. Master lesson number two is the art of fulfillment. Now, remember, this is art, it's not science. So it is different for different people. Some people can be happy with just 10,000 rupees a month earning. Some people may not be happy with earning 10 crores of rupees a month. Correct. So this is an art. How do you look at things? Some people will not be happy with because of the corona thing. Some people will try to take the opportunity, use it as an opportunity to their advantage, and then they'll be happy in that situation. So the point is that it's all art, how you look at things. And I would like to, through your channel, I would like to convey this to your audience, that no matter what happens in life, you choose to be happy, because when you choose, when you decide to be happy, then things will start changing.
So very right, Anand, because uh, something that the COVID scenario has taught all of us human beings is that life is so unpredictable. And
Right.
what we always thought would be, we took it for granted that we're going to have our jobs, we're going to have this life which has been consistently moving, what do you call a ritual, which was suddenly disrupted. And within this disruption, there were people who took advantage of it and basically upgraded themselves, their skills, their businesses, moved into different fields and changed a paradigm shift in their lifestyle, while others just waited for the things to change. And, like, okay, this is going to pass in a couple of months and we'll be back to normal. Well, the normal wasn't really coming so soon. So we all needed to basically adjust to the new normal as we see it right now. So I think there are, as you rightly said, it's how you take life to be, your visualization of what it is and what you want to be. And the most important thing, Anand, I'm sure you will agree, gratitude is the best way to be happy in what you are.
Right.
Not to say that you don't want to succeed, but you need to be very comfortable or gratified by what you have and then move forward towards whatever you need to achieve. Because there are many people in life who seem to be very upset and disappointed with what they are right now. But they need to understand that it's only through gratitude that they can really become more positive in their mindset and their actions to achieve whatever they want in
Absolutely.
future. So Anand, thank you very much for your insight on that also. So what are the kind of ideas that you would like to give our viewers to basically go on this journey of success? What would be some points that would be, like jewels for our audience?
Right, right. So I would like to give a few pointers, and I try to do a lot of research in the area of mind. So I understand there is the mindset which makes the difference in the world. And if you understand the mind has two parts. We have two types of mind: conscious mind and subconscious mind. Conscious mind does the jobs of thinking, analyzing, deciding, judging, etc. And subconscious mind has creative power. Okay, it does not kind of think, it does not judge, it just responds to what is happening in the conscious mind. All we have to understand that our business lies with the conscious mind, not with the subconscious mind. What we think in the conscious mind, that's what is responded by the subconscious mind. So it's just like Aladdin and Genie. So Aladdin is the conscious mind. If he says good, Genie says good. If he says bad or ugly, Genie says bad or ugly. Right? It's as simple as that. Now the challenge is that what we are doing in our conscious mind most of the day. So on an average day, an average adult goes through 60,000 thoughts. People who think a lot, they go through 90,000 thoughts. So let's just for understanding purpose, we stick to 60,000 thoughts. Now the challenge is that 90% of the thoughts, what you think on a day, is the same what you thought the day before. So it's a waste of mental reserve. If you can train yourself to have this 30, 40,000 thoughts, focus on your goals, you start manifesting them faster. But because of our subconscious programming, because of the old patterns, our conscious mind gets affected, gets influenced, and it tends to become negative. It tends to have fear. It tends to have doubts. And that's why it focuses on what it doesn't want. So our conscious mind is always receiving information from the outside world and from the inside world. Outside world is the five senses, see, hear, all those five senses, and inside world is your subconscious programs. So these are the two things which are always hammering your conscious mind. Okay, what you do if you see something negative, now it's your choice. Are you going to be affected by it and become negative, or you are just taking it as an information and still using your personal power to stay positive and think of bringing change in that? Correct. Now the other aspect is that the negative patterns from our subconscious mind take over. The one of the key reasons why it happens is because of our childhood conditioning. So we have gone through so much, and especially in the age range of 3 to 8 years, psychologists have pointed out that in that age range, our conscious mind is not so active. And whatever adults tell us, whatever our parents tell us, I mean, whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we experience, they straight away go and become the programs in the subconscious mind, which we govern our oral, which govern our whole life. Correct. So we need to understand about these patterns, that we are not our past, we are not our old programs, old patterns. We are human being, and every new opportunity, every moment is a fresh opportunity where we can think well, we can decide well, take action to move forward rather than thinking something which takes us backward. So I would suggest that you think well and always think in your favor. Think in your favor, meaning think about good about yourself, think good about others, and that's what you will start attracting in your life as well.
Absolutely. You rightly said what we call in the NLP, we called don't think about a pink elephant,
Mm.
but
Right.
you are actually thinking about a pink elephant. It's like
Correct.
your brain does not identify no or don't,
Right.
because you need to understand that whatever you think, it should be always in the positive and reframed from the negativity into a positive frame of mind. So I, instead of saying don't do this, you would rather reframe it into doing something positive and alternatively substituting it with something which will really help you in getting over what you don't want to do. Like people say, don't eat too much. It would rather be reframed by saying, do more exercises, you know, like be more healthy, because it's more on the positive reframing, because many people don't understand that when they set up goals, their goals should not be negatively defined, because your brain does not identify negatively, because you need to substitute it with a positive. So very rightly said, that the unconscious mind. But don't you think, Anand, although subconscious mind gives you the power of creative ideas, but the unconscious or the subconscious mind has better power to help you realize the unthinkable or the unvisualized, because whatever we see around us, this laptop, this video, this webcam, all this came through creative thinking, right? The
Correct.
unconscious thought process. What do you think about that?
No, absolutely. One of the powers of subconscious mind is infinite creativity. I mean, how did Thomas Edison invent the bulb? It did not exist before. How did Wright brothers invent the aeroplane? It did not exist before, right? I mean, how did we talk to one another through this technology? It did not exist before, right? So, yes, some people thought of these ideas and they had the belief that, yes, this could be possible. We can make this happen. They started working on it. So, these ideas come when you are thinking about something persistently. Your subconscious mind gives you ideas, gives you suggestions very beautifully when you ask it in a meditative state. So there is something called alpha state of mind you must be aware of. When we have a frequency kind of 7 to 14 cycles per second. So in that cycles per second, that frequency, your conscious and subconscious mind are parallel to one another. Otherwise, your conscious mind is in the beta state, so always thinking, reasoning, analyzing. So when there are a lot of thoughts going in, the messages do not go to the subconscious mind directly. So when you're in the alpha state, that is in the meditative state of your mind, in that case, it's very easy to transfer information from conscious mind to subconscious mind, right? And when you this the information, the subconscious mind starts giving you ideas. And the scientists, essayists, poets, they're very well aware of this power of subconscious mind. And that's why whenever they go to sleep, before they go to sleep, they normally sit on their bed. They ask themselves about, okay, I'm struggling with this problem, give me the solution. And when you tell that in a quiet state of mind, you'll see that when you get up in the morning, the answers come, because the subconscious mind works 24 hours a day. And when you're sleeping in the night, your conscious mind is sleeping, but your subconscious mind is working. And in the morning, some ideas click through. So yes, very true. That is the, I mean, if you want to become super successful, we have to start understanding this creative power of subconscious mind. And that means that you should be able to understand the inspiration, the hunches, what subconscious mind is giving you. Subconscious mind talks to you in four languages. It talks to you in terms of intuition, in terms of hunches, flashes, and dreams. And when you are able to catch them, if something is coming to you again and again and again, it's an inspiration or intuition from the subconscious mind, you act it. The only difference between successful and super successful people is this, that they understand this language of the subconscious mind. They go by gut, they take action, and that's what gives them massive success and fulfillment in life.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Anand. So you have given a very right idea, because we teach this through our trainings also for people. When you're planning for the next day, things to do for the next day, usually people, what they do is get up in the morning and they start writing things to do. But the best way to do it is when you are going to sleep, you take a notepad and write down what you want to do tomorrow, which are important things. And while you're writing it down, visualize exactly how you're going to go about your day from time to time. So your daily notepad, the timings, how you're going to go about it. And while you are planning that day, you visualize it. And as you keep visualizing it, you get a complete visual perspective of what you're going to do tomorrow. And as you close your diary and go to sleep, basically there are so many new things that generate through your subconscious mind that you get new ideas of how to solve your problems. You are so
Correct.
very right, Anand. That is a tool which I always recommend to my customers and my uh, people who I train is that plan your day a day earlier or an evening earlier so that you have enough time to think about it. Because if you're planning it on the same morning, you don't have the creative process of working on some new ways of doing it. You're so
Correct.
absolutely right
Yes,
over there.
very correct. Yes.
So, Anand, as I understand, you also do a lot of programs for people. What are the specific programs that you conduct for your audience? What do you really focus on? What do you think people need to uh, build in their thought process and in their knowledge and skill?
Right, Rizwan. So I do primarily two types of programs. One program is known as Success Mastery. Now, this talks about unleashing your own potential. We all know that there is a reservoir of power inside each one of us, but that is dormant. So how to awaken that? So you understand about mind, you understand about success principles, you understand how to channelize your energy, how to follow through different rituals throughout the day so that you take advantage of the subconscious mind powers. So this is about all the seven areas, most important seven areas of your life, that is your health, your relationship, your business and career, your personal development, financials, contribution, your hobby, vacations, etc. So all the seven areas of life is discussed in this workshop, where people write their goals about in the each area what they want in the long time horizon as well as the small 1 year period, and then they start focusing on it. It talks about vision board, goal book, how do you program your subconscious mind, and when the obstacles and challenges come, how you deal with them. Okay, so this is about the success mastery program. I do the another program known as money mastery. Now money mastery is all about finances, because if your finances are not on track, it becomes quite challenging. So here the people learn that how you can achieve financial freedom. So you don't have to work for money all the time, but you work because you love to work. So how you achieve, you set your goals in such a way that in 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, you achieve your financial freedom. But however, what people understand that what are the reasons they are unable to earn money more than a certain limit, meaning there is a threshold. I mean, the money doesn't grow, the earning doesn't grow beyond that. In many cases, money comes and goes, money comes and goes, right? So lot of such things happen, and because of which people are not financially free. So in this program, they learn that what are the different reasons why people don't earn enough money, or if they earn, why the money goes. There are a lot of limiting beliefs, again, the subconscious conditioning, the programmings which affect our life and the decisions, the relationships with the money. So they go through the entire process of what's your relationship with the money, what are your emotions around money, what are your limiting beliefs around money. So just last program when I did, the people with when they did this limiting belief exercise, they had 55 belief, somebody has 37, somebody 38, and at the end of the 2 days program, people said, now I have zero belief, zero limiting belief. Okay, so a very powerful program which opens up your understanding about the psychology on the money. And once you learn those techniques, you start feeling light. Man, this is, it's not so hard to earn money. It's easy to earn money in life if you follow the right steps, right process, right, and have the right mindset. So these are the two programs which I conduct every month.
You're so very right, Anand. Money mind is something which I always talk about with my clients as to it's not, there is no limit to how much you can earn money. It's all in the mind. Basically, whatever we've been brought up in thinking, like some people think that money is bad, and some people think that money brings in a lot of, you know, bad things and bad habits and so on and so forth. All those limiting beliefs basically are what stops you from achieving whatever you want. Basically,
Correct.
if someone says 1 million is not a big thing for me, that means his mindset has been expanded. While someone who could always say that 50,000 is a big amount for me. So It's all in the mind of the person who wants to create whatever he wants. So infinity is there all around. So whatever you want to achieve, money, wealth, health, it all depends on how you can control your mind. Because as we have learned in NLP, the remote control of your life is with you, right?
Correct.
And how you control your mind, your audio, which is your self thought, your visuals, which is your video, and your hard disk, which is your brain, is all under your control. And the remote control is basically with you, how you want to re-visualize your future and how you want to create your future. So absolutely right, Anand. So these two are your programs, and I'm sure a lot of people must be benefiting from this. And that's the reason I brought you onto this uh, interview, because I wanted you to share with my audience how you are achieving creative excellence in your life and also helping others do the same in their life. So, what is your plan going forward, Anand? What do you think you would like people to do in the COVID scenario, and how they need to change themselves in the new normal, this uncertainty of the future? What do you think is the way forward?
Yeah, I think in these situations, Rizwan, I this is the event, right? The corona pandemic, this event, is beyond our control. Correct. So I think we have to embrace this, that there could be uncertainties now in future as well. Let us not always look forward to having the certainty around us, because that's not going to happen. I mean, something or other keep will keep coming. So let us embrace this situation. Uncertainty is a part and parcel of life. This is the event. Choose your response. Choose your response, that what you can do better in this time frame. So even if you're not able to meet customers physically, but can you talk to them on phone? Can you talk to them on Zoom technology or things like that? What are the things which you can do to take your life further? Right, so this is what I would suggest, that we have. I mean, I always love what Jack Canfield has said in his book Success Principles. The principle number one is take 100% responsibility for your life and the results you produce in your life. That means do not blame anybody, do not complain about things and events and circumstances, and do not justify the lack of results as well. So once you understand this principle, then it becomes very easy that yes, I have to take the responsibility about whatever is happening in my life. I mean, I can't control somebody's behavior, I can't control this event, I can't control the politics, I can't control this weather, so on and so forth. So what could I do? What response I should have? So this is the most important thing I think everybody should understand and do it. The second thing is, yes, I mean, this is easier said than done. Sometimes we have challenges, and many people are badly affected because of this. I mean, in this situation, I would say that, well, we know all that there's a law of impermanence, which is universal law. This too shall pass. So today and tomorrow this is going to pass, right? I mean, this is going to happen. So every night is followed by day, every winter is followed by summer. So it's going to happen, right? I mean, today, tomorrow, this is going to change, this too shall pass. But however, take charge and keep doing some, rather than being victim of the circumstances. Think what you could do and start focusing on that right now. So these two things I think will be very helpful, and it will help you come in the positive frame of mind, and then you'll be able to focus in the right direction.
Absolutely, Anand. That's exactly what I train people, that today is so unpredictable. A human should be so agile that he is immediately ready to transform or change himself to the changing scenario, the external environment around him. Because if you're going to be very pessimistic and hard line that I'm going to be as I was earlier, I'm still going to be into the same format and wait for things to change, I think that would be a very negative way of looking at it. Because when the COVID struck, there were people who immediately thought about how to get themselves equipped for the new normal. They started learning new skills like webinars, online training, public speaking, and so on. And they they all modified themselves to the new normal. But there are a few people who still believe that you need to go back to what we were earlier, and that is a very constraining kind of a mindset which we all need people to get out of. So you're so right that we need to keep changing and developing ourselves in the new technologies and keep modifying ourselves and upgrading ourselves. So I think you would really agree with it that innovation and creativity is something which is it has to be consistent in each human being, basically, right? Because
Absolutely.
just being stagnant in whatever you are right now and being satisfied with whatever you are is not really going to help you in the dynamic world, which is so, it's changing so very fast. Every technology, every 6 months or a year, you have something new coming up, and you need to keep yourself abreast and equipped to handle those technologies. As a trainer, I'm sure in the last 2 years, you must have also upskilled yourself to the new normal, right?
Yes,
What is the
absolutely. I
new
keep
skills you
learning.
have
I keep
learned?
learning something new every day.
So you keep on learning new things, right?
Yes, yes.
That's so, so very awesome. So, Anand, I am really very happy to be interviewing you today, and it was
My pleasure.
such a enlightening experience to have your thought processes and your experience to share with my audience. And before I go, and before we leave this session, I would like you to give an ending, uh, a message to the audience as what do you think they need to do to succeed in life as we go forward.
Sure, I can quickly give that, Rizwan. So I'll give uh, five steps to success. Okay, the step number one: take responsibility for your life. I know it's hard, but please accept it because that's what the truth is. That's what the universal fact is. So don't worry about what's happening around. Take the responsibility and see what you could do, how you could move forward. Don't become the victim of the circumstances. Step number two is decide what you want. Whatever the condition, we have to keep moving forward. There's only one thing which brings happiness in our life, and that is progress. If we are not making progress, we are not happy at all. So we have to keep moving forward. So think of the goals in terms of your health, in terms of relationships, in terms of your finances, in terms of your business or career, in terms of your personal development. There could be multiple areas. So decide what you want. Once you decide, start taking action every single day. Make sure you take at least 5 action. There's a rule of 5, which is one of the success principles which I love. Take every day at least 5 actions, and you'll start moving towards your goal. The step number 4 is, if you're not making progress towards your goal, keep measuring it. And if you're not making progress, change your approach. Okay, if you're calling a customer and customer is not hearing you, you are calling the same way to another customer, again the customer is not hearing you. You're calling the same way to another customer, again the customer is not hearing you. Something is wrong here, right? You got to change your approach. Got to learn from each and every interaction, see what works, what doesn't work, and change your approach. Keep changing your approach until you start moving towards your goal, right? And then the step number 5, that never give up. Because in God's dictionary, there is no word called denial. There could be delays, but there is no denial. If you, every model works, everything you do is going to work today or tomorrow if you persistently follow through. Our objective should be how we reach our goals faster. And for that, we need to have proper right thinking frame of mind. And that will, once you have the clarity about what you want, you work with passion towards your goal, is going to materialize faster.
Your 5 powerful principles. I'm sure
Yes.
my audience are really going to learn from that and practice it in their lives as they go forward. And as we close this session, I would like to ask all the audience, if you have liked this interview and if you have liked what Anand has shared with you, please like my channel and subscribe to my channel. And I will be bringing more of such achievers who are creating excellence in their life. And Anand is one of them. there are going to be more interviews for such ACE people who are really touching lives and transforming lives. So thank you, Anand, and thank you, audience, for being here and giving us an opportunity to introduce Anand's 5 principles of success. Thank you very much, Anand, and have a nice day, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rizwan. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thank you.